Hello, I'm out next to the sunshine garden, and the way I say it is like my sun's shine, but literally that's what every mum says, I think. I'm just watering, and I just want to show you where we're at with things. Somebody's whippersnipping, definitely noisy. So the fennel has got crazy, right? This is how it looks from the driveway, like when we look out to our front road. All the agapanthus line this area, and then the roses, which need pruning again now. They pop a little bit of colour. We've got the white clouds and the blue sky with the agapanthus, the fennels, the stars, and then the reds and the purples and the oranges and the yellows. They all make for the sun, the sunshine, the sunrises, the sunsets, all of that sort of stuff. And this is what it looks like when you walk into this area. So the pomegranate, which I have never got a pomegranate that is edible from. I'm giving it one more season. Cut it back hard, tied it against the fence. Chrysanthemums are all out there now. They've been cut back. I may have to cut some back a little bit more. Canna lily here to my right, really grown fast because this area tends to get the water run down from the back of the yard. And I'll just step back a bit more because this section here where we've got this wooden arbour, well, I had a double delight planted there. It went crazy, and then when it flowered, it's not a double delight, it's a pink rose. It's nothing special that I'm aware of, and we are going to rehash this area. So this is sort of, I've let it go crazy. I'm going to cut that right back and put that rose along the creek side. And then all this fennel's going crazy at the moment, although the bees are loving it, so are the cockies. So what happens is they sit on here, the rosellas, they sit on the fennel and then they break it down because they're chewing it and eating it. And the seeds taste delicious and the flowers taste delicious. It's all really lovely. But in here you can see I've got roses, and I've got Japanese, the windflowers, and the fennel has just got so big and heavy that it's starting to fall over and block the light to the other sunshiny colours. So I'm going to get in there and give that a really good cull back this week. I'm not sure, I might get it done today. But there's the difference in a summer garden, and I think it's going to be at its best in autumn. So here's hoping. But I'll show you something that I love. This is the bit that I love, when I pick up the hose. And then we sprinkle. And we fill the bird bath up as we water all the calendula babies everywhere. There's salvia in there. There's orange wallflower. Arctosis down here. Oh, my finger's over the top of the screen, sorry. I've got princess lilies. The belladonnas. Roses, valerian, kangaroo paw. Cape fuchsia there. More roses, more alströmerias, salvias. But it is very, very pretty. I'll turn the hose back off. And I do love this section of garden. I think it's very pretty. And I love now that completely masks what is behind it, so that when we walk down the, we come out of our gate, we walk down here, we don't know what's behind it. So it's quite exciting, especially if you see a rabbit or a spine, the spinebill birds, the honey eaters. It's just gorgeous. And then this side, we've got Jerusalem artichokes growing as well. Got some dahlias in there. And I'll step back, looking in towards the circle garden here. And the rose has finally grown over the arbour. We haven't had it covered in flowers yet, but I think that's looking pretty cool. And then we go that way back into our garden. And in here I've got my dahlias that are going to be propped up by candle holders. We've got a fair bit of space in here that needs filling. Dahlias all along here, which are going to be the back of the chrysanthemums, of the pallet fence, and they're all in red, orangey, yellow tones. So really, it doesn't really matter which way you look at this sunshine garden. We should get some really pretty views. And I've even planted some sunflowers against this pretty bland corrugated area here, the shed that we had to put in. So it might work, but yeah, there you go. So that's all before I'm going to do any cutting back, getting it ready for autumn, and I'll share with you also later what it looks like afterwards. So you can see it needs a good tidy, but rather a lovely section. And then it goes into another area of work, part of the circle bed, where we've got the really groovy mattress and pallet fence there, plums that are ripe and the birds are getting more than we are, and then we've got the big gum tree. So it's actually doing really well considering that there's so many gums around our property. And then just a real quick scan to this side and we come into the more shady areas of the garden, back right up to the back to where the dahlias are and the chrysanthemum cutting bed. So yeah, all changing, definitely changing. Very exciting. And I love that we're getting walls here of colour and green, and then what's inside, you know, that feeling. I think it's just pretty special. So this pile of dirt, sand, is for concrete jobs that we've got going, and eventually this whole driveway is going to look pretty nice. But it is it's a working property, so there's got to be a place where we put some stuff, doesn't there? So yeah, so walking you through here, just like it would be as if we're going back to the house. And I can't wait to do a comparison when all of the chrysanthemums in flower. It'll be beautiful. There's a monarch butterfly just flitting around there. Okay, well, take care everyone and have a lovely day. Bye.